everyone. Welcome to CIEC 534, Application Software in the Classroom Curriculum area. That's a mouthful. You could probably just call it 534. My name is Becky Osterfeld, and I'm your instructor for this summer. Give you a little bit of background about me. I hold a bachelor's in elementary education with a minor in English and a master's in reading, both from Bowling Green State University. I just graduated this month from Marshall with my educational specialist degree in curriculum and instruction, with an emphasis on leadership and technology, particularly AI. And I just started work on my dissertation. So I too am taking a summer class, and shout out to all of us crazy people who just can't stop learning. Welcome to the course. Our primary goal in this course is to help you learn the foundational skills you need both to complete your own professional work, your administrative tasks as an educator in whatever context that may be, and also give you a lot of creative ideas for possible uses for these major productivity tools. We're looking mostly at word processing, spreadsheets, and multimedia presentations, although we will look at hardware and peripherals and other devices as well, but the focus will be on those three main productivity methods. The course is made up of 9 modules. Let me shrink the head a little here. As you see it go through, orientation, where you are now. Each of these module headers will list the assignments due in that module and the due date. All of our assignments are due on Tuesdays at 11:59 p.m. As you scroll through, you can see each one of these listed, and there's your bottom one there. When you open up a module, click on the header. Start Here folder, that's where you found the video. You must have started here. It also contains our syllabus. Please make sure you read that carefully, paying attention to late work and retake policies, how to reach me if you have questions, technology requirements, and a lot of links for assistance. A few more tips and tricks. If you're in a program that requires a capstone course, here's a little reminder for you. And then we dive into the module itself. Every module will have an overview. The overview will give you a quick kind of snapshot of what we will be learning, maybe some contextual background information. It would list due dates, and it will list the actual assignments, right? Then as you scroll through the modules, all of your assignments are numbered with the same number as the module and then lettered for each individual assignment. So module 1 happens to have 6 assignments, so it will go 1A through 1F. The good news is this first module is designed to get you comfortable in Blackboard Ultra. I know some of you have taken classes in it before, but some this might be your first time. So we're going to make sure you know how to message people, participate in a discussion, submit an assignment, complete a quiz, change your avatar picture if you haven't already. So lots of easy tasks this week, and some pretty easy points, so hope you enjoy that. And then when you hit Module 2, you'll see that we start moving into some reading material and then assignments that go with it. Okay. This course is fully asynchronous, so while you do have to meet the due dates, you're welcome to work ahead as much as you like. My only caveat there is I may not be grading it ahead. It will depend on what's going on at the time and how many of you are doing so. But generally, I can tell you that your assignments will be graded within 1 week of submission, and oftentimes it's within 1 day, but I don't want to promise 1 day because it is summer. You know how that goes, right? Also, if you are not as familiar with Blackboard Ultra, or if you would like a refresher, besides the course content tab, you do have a calendar tab. You can look at assignments daily, and since we don't have an assignment due until next Tuesday the 27th, you can tell that by the dots. If I go to the 27th, it says I have 6 items due, and when you scroll down to 11:59 p.m., you can see them all there. That's nice, but sometimes it's easier if you just click the due date button, and then you can view all of them in a list. I would like to point out that modules 2 and 3 are split into 2 weeks. It was a lot of material for 1 week, a lot of assignments. So in Module 2, you'll complete assignments A, B, and C. They're due June 3rd, but then 2D and E are due the following week on the 10th. Same situation with Module 3. The first 2 assignments are due on the 17th of June. The last assignment in Module 3 is due the following week on the 24th. Okay. Otherwise, all of the modules are 1 week in length, and your final due date will be Tuesday, August 5th. The announcements tab will show announcements as I publish them. I always give you some heads up on what's coming up to focus on that week, as well as I might provide some general feedback to the class if I notice something in the assignments. Could be praise, could be suggestions, could be little hints, tips, or tricks. The discussion tab, you can find all of our discussions there, as well as in that content tab. The gradebook is exactly what it sounds like. You can look up your grades there, all of the assignments, and you'll see when it's submitted as well as when I have posted your grades. And finally, for you, the messages tab, where you can message myself or someone else in the class. So, hoping all of that makes sense for you. I will say you'll see a very large number of links in this course, and it's not my course, I didn't build it, but in the last week I have checked them all. I think I'm 98.5% sure all of them are working. If you do find a broken link or some other glitch that you're struggling with, please let me know. I will go in and do my best to fix it so that you don't have to deal with that anymore. I always want the course looking as good as I can so that it's as easy for you to find your material as possible. I hope you have a wonderful summer semester. Reach out to me at any time, and I look forward to getting to know all of you in the student bios discussion. Have a great first week.